Mojo, and I'm back with 5 more thoughts and ideas and suggestions about the Black Lives Matter movement, specifically for white people. Because A, solidarity is not a trend, and because B, another black man was horrifically murdered by the police last night, Rayshard Lewis in Atlanta. And because white people, we need all y'all off the sidelines in support of this movement. Suggestion number 1, and I tried to label them this time to be more clear, thank you for the feedback, is if you are able to, you can go to The Strategist, part of the New York Magazine, and find their list of 135 ways to donate. And you can just Google Strategist, New York Magazine. It will give you places, organizations, it will give you people, all places and things that they've researched that they deem to be meaningful and valuable. And if you have the money, it would be great to make a donation. Something I did not realize is that on Act Blue, you can actually spread your donation out out over various groups and people and individuals if you want to check that out. Again, it's the New York Magazine, The Strategist, 135 ways to donate. If you are able to, please do. Number 2, a lot of people have been asking about fiction writers and authors and who I can suggest. Well, first, I'll suggest the greatest American author of all time, Toni Morrison. Her Song of Solomon is my favorite book by hers, but many people believe Beloved to be her best. I think Beloved is great. I think Song of Solomon is better, but guess what? They're both amazing. They're both incredible, as is Sula and as is The Bluest Eye. And if you're looking for someone to read this summer, I would say start with the first 5 Toni Morrison books, the ones she ever wrote, including Tar Baby, also incredible. She is amazing and the best author about the black experience. Honestly, the best author about the human experience, Toni Morrison. Number 3, if you're looking for a contemporary author, Jessamyn Ward is the one I'm going to recommend. If Ta-Nehisi Coates is the greatest nonfiction author living, and I think he is, then I think Jessamyn Ward is the greatest fiction writer. Sing Unburied Sing is unbelievable and incredibly beautiful, and it's my favorite book of hers. But I would also say Salvage the Bones is amazing, both which won the National Book Award, and I do believe she's the only woman to have ever won it twice for her first 2 books. I have not read Men We've Reaped yet, her memoir, but I'm planning to read it this summer. But if you want to read her this summer while you're reading Toni Morrison, that would be awesome. Number 4, if you're looking for something a little more pop culture-ish, although I wouldn't say there's anything pop about it, Lil Baby, The Bigger Picture, the song he just released, is amazing, and it's super poetic and philosophical. You should check it out. I've listened to it about 5-10 times now. If you have not seen the Dave Chappelle special 846 on YouTube, you should. It's less comedy and more just an observation on life. And if anybody is philosophical and anyone is a genius, it's Dave Chappelle. Also, just the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Mal and Parks on a daily basis, talking about what's going on in the United States. They do an incredible job of it, and I think it's one of the best podcasts going right now, especially when they talk about these issues, which they do all the time. Number 5. Back to an author. James Baldwin's Another Country is one of the 5 best books that I've ever read. It's about love and everything love entails, and I would highly, highly recommend it if you're looking for some summer reading. You could also read The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin, which is 2 letters he wrote to his nephew, kind of similar to Ta-Nehisi Coates writing to his son in Between the World and Me. Both are amazing. You could also watch the I Am Not Your Negro documentary about James Baldwin and one of his unfinished works, which is amazing. And if you're on the topic of movies, Moonlight is one of the best movies by Barry Jenkins ever made. You should just watch that tonight if you could. O.J. Made in America does an incredible job of tracing back from Rodney King to O.J. and beyond about everything going on there, and I learned a ton here. In addition to Do the Right Thing, or anything by Spike Lee, Malcolm X, Do the Right Thing, or even his new movie that just came out. These are just 5 suggestions. I'm going to obviously come back with more, and I've already done more before. But I said it last time, I'm going to say it again. Black Lives Matter. And as a white person who benefits primarily from white supremacy, it must be white people that bring about the destruction of white supremacy. It must be us. We cannot just rely on others to lead this movement. We must be at the forefront of this movement as well. We must be leading the charge as well. And if you know, and if you love, and if you care about black people, you know what I'm talking about and why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because I'm not going to include the video from yesterday, but if you can watch another black man get shot in the back and murdered, and that doesn't want to make you burn down a Wendy's, then you're probably not watching this video in the first place. Thank you.